How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Lead Therapy. And I appreciate you taking time for tuning into the video. 2020 was the year of the gun, and there was a record number of carry permits issued. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for their support with the channel. You guys are crushing the like button and leaving tons of comments, and it's greatly appreciated. And as always, after watching the video, if you enjoyed it, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And also, after you watch the video, if you're looking for another video to watch, I always leave at least 2 thumbnails at the end of the video, and you can click on those thumbnails and it will take you straight to the video. Last year was one for the record books. Not only did gun sales climb to an unprecedented heights, but 40% of all purchases were first-time gun buyers, estimated to be some 8.4 million people. The number of NICS FBI background checks used for gun sales and transfers, as well as for suppressor sales and concealed carry permits, was just under 40 million for 2020. The highest numbers since the agency began keeping records. Firearm imports for 2020 likewise exceeded every other previous year to date, according to the Firearms Commerce in the United States. The annual report issued by the ATF, over 6.8 million guns were imported in 2020, compared to 3.9 million the previous year. Another indicator of this extraordinary surge in Second Amendment activity is the number of carry permits issued across America in 2020. The latest annual report on concealed carry permits, prepared by Dr. John Lotz of the Crime Prevention Research Center, CPRC, states the carry permit numbers in 2020 grew by a record of 2 million, representing a 10.5% increase over permits counted a year ago. To fully appreciate how exceptional this increase is, it must be remembered that permit processing in many jurisdictions slowed considerably or stopped altogether for parts of 2020 because of government office closures, staff shortages, and backlogs due to the vid lockdowns. Further, 21 states have now passed some form of permitless carry law, which dispenses for a need for a license or a permit for lawful carrying, provided the individual meets the state's eligibility requirements. Despite this, the CPRC report confirms that for 2020 through 2021, during the virus pandemic, the number of concealed handgun permits has soared to over 21.52 million, a 48% increase since 2016. This report adds that this is undoubtedly an understatement because not all states provide up-to-date or any data on their permit numbers. I have even more highlights to share from you from this report, so you can follow along with me. I'll put them on the screen now. The exponential increase in the number of handgun permits from 2.7 million in 1999 to over 21.5 million in the most recent count. According to the report, while numbers have increased annually, they really started taking off during the Obama presidency. Overall, 8.3% of American adults have permits, but there are 15 states in which over 10% of adults are permit holders. In 2018, there was at least one county in Alabama where almost 2/3 of adults had a handgun permit. Conversely, less than 1% of adult populations in California, Hawaii, Maryland, New Jersey, and Rhode Island have permits. Doesn't surprise us at all. 6 states, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and Texas, have over 1 million permit holders. Florida is the first state to have over 2.5 million permittees. Permit numbers are high even in states like South Dakota and West Virginia with permitless carry laws. The race and gender of permit holders continues to become more diverse. In 4 states that track permit data by race for 2015 to 2020-2021, the number of Asian people with permits increased 93.2%, faster than the number of whites with permits. Blacks appear to be the group that has experienced the largest increase in permitted concealed carry, growing to 135.7% faster than whites. And when permit data is broken down by race and gender, black females had the fastest growth, especially during the pandemic. Joe Biden, arguably the president most antagonistic to the Second Amendment, came into office pushing an aggressive gun control agenda, including a ban on the manufacture and sale of the nation's most popular semi-automatic rifles, a repeal of the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, and closing several non-existent loopholes in the law. Just 9 months into his presidency, amid plummeting approval ratings, it is now abundantly clear that at the very least, he is out of touch with the pulse of everyday America. The numbers available for 2021 on NICS checks and gun sales show every sign of following 2020 trends. The National Shooting Sports Foundation reports that the first half of 2021, over 3.2 million people bought their first gun. NICS checks for January represented a 60% increase from January of 2020 and a 10% increase over the previous busiest ever month. And a third of the way through 2021, the FBI has already conducted 40% of the total NICS checks run last year. If these statistics establish anything at all, it's the message that Americans would rather buy guns than to buy into Joe Biden's crap. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about these unbelievable numbers. And like I mentioned in the starting of the video, if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.